Let me share a secret about being different and successful at the same time. That thing has worked with me and actually still works with me. Let me tell you one secret. Most of the things that we usually get ourselves into, it's because we do the same thing continuously. Have you ever thought of breaking that monotony of predictability about your life? A lot of people know you in most of your things. Like they can tell where you usually go to join around, where you usually drink, what you do. I mean, seriously, you have like 4, 5, 6 people that can actually go there and take a pen and paper and write everything about you. You're so much predictable. Or if not, then usually do the same thing continuously and then expect the same result. Let me tell you one thing, a secret about disappearing for 91 days. And guess what? The results will actually shock everyone. And this 91 days has a magical thing that has actually been tried by different people and really works. How exactly does it go about? In this video, I'm gonna share with you bit by bit using my own example. You see me and usually watch my videos. I'm gonna use my own example and tell you how exactly changed my life, and perhaps, and I do believe it will change your life magnificently. Guess what? I always post a video each and every day. If you don't wanna miss any of my good videos in the future, just on the bottom there on your right, there is a button written subscribe. Hit that magical button and turn that notification bell, as well as liking this video. And guess what? A whole YouTube will notify you whenever I upload a new good video. All right? So let's get into this business. Now, what is this thing about disappearing for 91 days and the results will shock everyone? You see, when you do the same thing continuously and expect a different result, nothing will happen. See, it's like you planting maize out there. Don't be surprised if you get maize grown at the end of the year. So the point is this: you disappearing or you withdrawing from the people is this: you're gonna spend a little bit of your time by yourself. Sit down with pen and paper, break that monotony, break that comfort zone. You see, if there is something that really kills a lot of people's dream, is the comfort zone. And let me tell you one secret: change is a challenge. It's not a lot of people that can actually augur well with it. What do? Take time alone, spend a little bit of time alone. Maybe you're facing some challenges about you. Maybe you're obese, you're overweight, you're facing some financial difficulties, you hardly watch infotainment programs. What I mean by infotainment is that you don't even watch things that can actually entertain you at the same time they're informing you. You're just consuming materials that actually makes you happy, just happy, releases that dopamine hormone that can actually or doesn't even actually change anything in your life. How about you withdraw from that, sit back somewhere, spend a little bit of time, take a pen and paper, take a calendar, mark from day 1 to day 91. If the result would be the different, or if there will be no difference in those days by the time you're ending those days, honestly, grab that number from on the description of this box and call me and tell me, hey, Joseph, you are a liar. This is what I want you to do. Mark day 1 to day 91. Now, once you get into yourself the very first day, you can focus on growing yourself. Let's say you have a problem with your body. Say like you're suffering from a certain, say you're overweight, for example. If you want to focus on losing weight, say you want to focus on making money, then you have to ask yourself, fine, I am employed, I get a salary at the end of the month, or say I get a salary at the end of the day or weekly, whichever the time. Now you ask yourself, fine, what are the dreams do I have? Okay, I would love to buy a car, maybe let's say in 2 or 3 years from today. Or I would love to buy a piece of land. Or I would love to start a business. Now, once you tell yourself the reality, now tell yourself, yes, I would love to start a business. Now, about from the morning till now, what did I do or what have I done that actually means that I've done something about that business? Take an example. If right now, if you go to a place called the 10, the home of champion, I don't know, it was in Gishu, somebody probably right now there's somebody running, and they're running with with a vision of them being in the Olympics next year. So they have done something today about that future themselves. Now there you are, you say that you'd love to start a business. You did nothing about starting that business today. Did you go and read about business journals? Did you watch any programs that talks about businesses? Did you watch my videos? All right. Did you get my booklets about businesses? And I have them actually. You can grab that number from the description and give me a call or text and you get a copy. It's only 280 anyway. Did you do something that actually resonates with that dream that you have with you out there? So the point is this: it's always good to isolate yourself. And guess what? Once you isolate yourself, you're gonna rub shoulders with your friends and they're gonna say, hey, you know what? Umeanza maringo, now becoming proud and all those kind of things, but that's the reality. See, the moment you disturb the comfort, everyone surrounds you react. It's like when you're drinking and you decide to quit drinking. What happens with the friends? Hey, a lot of friends actually start to talk to you and tell you, hey, you know what, ain't gonna work, you can't do it, you're already intoxicated, you're already in this thing and all those kind of things. Hardly will you get people telling you, hey, you know what, congratulations, I wish I can be able to do things like you. And that's the reality. Isolate yourself, focus on one goal. If you want to build muscles, if you want to do things to do with gym, if you want to be in good shape, then focus on that. Do it for the continuously 91 days. That's like 3 months and something, all right? So if you focus on that thing continuously, do it each and every day, and then once you get out of that thing that you've been doing and that enclosure, then a lot of people will be like, wow, you've changed. Guess what will happen? You've not only changed the way you appear, you've changed the way you reason, the way you think, where you hang around, what you consume, what entertains you, what doesn't entertain you, and all those kind of things. And guess what? Probably, and this is the disclaimer that I'll give you, by the end of that day 91, once you get out of that cocoon or that enclosure, probably you will shake off some of the friends that you're having out there, because some of the limitations that you usually have in life usually comes from our friends. Can you imagine this? Hanging around with guys who talk about politics. They're telling you how bad the government is. There is a reason. That's the whole reason as to why we don't have money in our pockets and all those kind of things. And at the same time, you guys, you're sitting somewhere complaining. There is somebody who actually bought a car in that particular day. And you people, you're in the same country. All right. So the point is this: if you surround yourself with people who have negative energy, they feed that negative energy inside of you. And again, you buy that negative energy, you wake up for the negative energy, you sleep by the negative energy, and all those kind of things continuously. You become politically charged, politically hyped, does not change you anything. And again, you tend to believe, hey, there is no opportunities in Kenya, I have to go abroad, and all those kind of things. And let me tell you one thing: there is nothing you going abroad, by the way, and I'm not against it. But the point is this: some of the things that usually feed our brain, feed our mind, and actually, incorporate into our systems, those are the things that usually delimit us from us achieving the highest levels of our abilities in this life. All right. They say what? Poverty usually starts in our brain before it goes into our pockets. So it is very good to make sure that the kind of information that you're consuming, the kind of energy that encircles you or surrounds you really matters a lot. Withdraw yourself, shake off it, and perhaps maybe you can just, okay, I know one thing. You can imagine this. I'm not saying that you go there and quit your job and say, hey, you know what, I just want to disappear for 91 days on all those things. No, you can be going to the same job, you're hanging with the same people because it's unavoidable, because these are your acquaintances, these are the guys whom you work with. But what you can do is that you can actually go there, be with them physically or be with them physically, but mentally, spiritually, you're actually totally different. There is something that you're practicing behind the doors. Now, let me now incorporate my life into this. I had a lot of friends back then, and we used to do some jobs here and there. And the moment we were with them, I was feeling, hey, you know what? This is not the right thing that I'm doing right now. I bet there is something great and there's something different that I will do it. When I started this YouTube channel, I remember I used to make those videos, and some of them were telling me, now, what are you doing? Yeah, you're talking a lot of English, you're telling people about finance, and probably you do not have anything. What can you tell people? And you're advising them and all those who can actually even listen to you. Your videos are hardly even getting views, 2 views, 3 views after a whole day, sometimes 0 views and all those kind of things. And guess what? What if I did listen to them? It means that I was to cut off my dream, and probably today we won't be friends and you'll be watching this channel. But guess what? I said, even if I'm getting 0 views or 2 views, I'm gonna push ahead. And guess what? If there is something I know and deep inside of me, it's having that push that I have to do it, then I'm gonna go ahead and do that thing. Even if it will never turn up to be a channel that where a majority of people, a lot of people will be watching, then it will be a place where I'll be referring back and talk to myself and say, hey, this is the dream that I had or I still have, and this what I sticked on up to where I am today. And probably I'll convince my kids in future and tell them, hey, you know what? I tried this, I tried the other, I tried the other one. But guess what? Here we are, and it is working. I tried that thing and I disappeared for a certain period of time. When I say disappear, I don't mean like they're calling me and I just end their calls unprecedentedly. No, what I used to do, you talk to them, but when you realize that you're about to do the common thing that, hey, where are you? And let's hang around where you used to hang and all those kind of things. You withdraw from that and do something different. And that is exactly what I did. I will tell you the truth. I did rub shoulders with them. Majority of them saw think like I was out of my senses and all those kind of things. But with the time, hey, guess what? A difference starts to show up. the way you perceive life, the way you view your things, the way you perceive even your surroundings, your dreams and your visions and all those kind of things. That is exactly what works. But there you are, you still do the same things, expecting different results. You're hanging with the same people who complains about the same problem. You've never actually even challenged yourself. Guess what? Once you get yourself in a comfort zone, you usually get people who tell you what you want to hear because they have been with you for quite a long time. So they know everything about you. How about you meet somebody who doesn't even care what you think, what you feel, what you know, and what you don't know? They just tell you the blatant truth. All right, then from there you feel like these guys are actually on you or against you, but as the time goes you realize these guys actually means best for me. And guess what, most of the time when you're learning something that you've never known, you always feel like you're being attacked, but that is not actually being attacked. That is actually being challenged, that actually call for you to do a difference in your life. Guess what? As simple as that. That's the end of this video. And that's the information I wanted to share with you and tell you. Do what? Just disappear for that 91 days. And then from there, you can be able to know exactly who you are and what you need in this life. Guess what? There is a number of mine on the description of this specific video. You can grab that number, give me a call, and you grab those booklets about investment. You can learn different businesses, and our copy it's only 280. Oh, if you would like to have a conversation with me, grab the same number. Let's talk business. And for now, it's a goodbye. See you there.